All right, everyone. Hello and welcome to round 7, Milwaukee Mile Moto 2 for HRL IndyHog. And yeah, field's getting ready. We're getting lined up for Moto 2. Now, of course, in Moto 1, clean and green race the whole way. And it was a very, very good one, actually. I know that doesn't always happen all the time with those races. Sometimes it can be a little bit cheesy. Sometimes the clean and green races just get super separated and the battles don't end up happening, and it ends up being not great. But it was actually good. It was actually good this time. So now we're going to go into a different Moto 2 and see how it goes. Some action going on in the back. Let's go through the lineups. It's going to be Matt and Armada right to left, and then Coop, Hunter, wow, Roman, Soul, Solange, Camby, Elite, Luke, and Detail bringing up the rear in this one. Trying to hit the last to first challenge. This is a fast pace. Green flag 45. Oh my god. That's what the conk was. Oh my god. Matt going rogue on the start, and Armada getting a little bit of a slap in the wall on that one. I'm not sure what that one was all about, but we're not. No one's dead. No one's dead, and we're going 3 wide through the beginning of the race, leading him down. I think Roman leading him down. Yep, I think Roman leading him down early on. Solange working his way up to second quickly. Some big battles. Really nice battles, actually. People all over the track. And battle for the lead as well. I didn't expect that to happen so quickly, but Solange getting to that inside of Roman very fast. To try to watch all these battles. We've got battle for the every position on track right now. Obviously, the most important one, the lead battle going down. I think Solange is going to have that. Look at this, almost draft on the outside, too. And some good action here so far in Moto 2. And you have to. Obviously, with that inverted... Oh, no! Oh, no. Well, clean and green. Oh, my God. That was a crash. That was a crash. That was, the most legit-looking one we've had in the season, maybe. I don't know. Well, that was pretty nice. All right, so let's take a look at what happened there. First caution on the night. I don't even think we had any heat races either. I think that was the first caution on the night just at all. So first caution of the night, right there you see it. It was Roman. It was Roman. Okay, I was curious. Roman. So here we see the battle with Solange. Working it to the inside. And yeah, so Roman lets him go there. And then I think he just wants to get back on the inside. And then, so we'll see it right here, I believe. Boom, right there. And you see he hits that rock. He just got a little too inside. Detail's not ready for it. And just, oh my god, half the field. Armada splits the Red Sea there, and he gets through it. But yeah, half the field. Don't conk me again, please. Thank you. There's one more look at that crash, because that was one of the coolest looking ones in the season, I think. One more breakdown of this. Roman hits it. Detail hits him. Luke hits Roman. Luke's getting rammed from Matt. Soul hits Luke. Matt slips right on by Hunter. Camby into the rocks. Soul into the rocks. Detail's getting flipped over. Hunter goes over him. Does a ballerina move. Armada just goes through. Hunter gets on the inside of gets almost flipped over again by Soul. That was a great crash. That was a great crash. And then the race to the line. Yeah, that was worth the replay. That was worth the replay. That was a fun one. That might have been the funny, the nicest looking crash on the season so far. I think that one was nice. But fortunately for the people that got cheesed, we're only 5 laps into this 45 lap race. It's early. It's not that big of a deal. Just an early mistake from Roman. But it's not going to cost the whole race for any of these guys. There's still another 40 laps. Plenty of time to make that back up. Not too much to worry about here. Obviously, it's not what you want. You'd rather just have your track position, but still plenty of time to work it back. It's Solange and Elite in the front row, and yeah, I think Elite there, not used to the restarts. I think this was probably his first one on the front row, maybe, and doesn't get the best jump on the outside. Solange, meanwhile, gets a really good jump on the inside. Oh my god, 4 wide. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, and a little cheese, and that, realistically, we'll see if they call it. That should be another caution there. That one was Hunter in Detail again. They make contact again. but without the assistance from Roman this time. Let's see what happened here. Oh, I think Hunter just barely got a peek on the inside of Armada. I don't even know if he meant to, but just the way it worked out, gets a little bit of a peek there and gets put on the inside. I don't think that was intentional from either driver, to be honest. And then yeah, Detail's gonna hit him there. So that should be a caution for sure. And we'll see if they call it quick enough for that to be the race to the line or not. But that absolutely should be a caution. And if it is, then yeah, clean and green first race. Here we are, like 6 laps into this one and 2 cautions already. It looks like Slaunch is slowing down, so yeah. That's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes. All right, so lining it back up. There you go. You guys see the choose action. That was new for Elite as well. Probably the weirdest thing for him to come back to. Slaunch and Luke now on the front row. Matt's still pretty far up front. Roman's still up there. Green flag. Slaunch getting a really nice jump on the inside right there. Great restart from him. He's going to try to take that lead back early. But big jumbling on the inside when Slaunch goes for the brakes. And almost like a draft. Another like double 3 wides into 3 and 4. Oh my god. They're like 5 wide for a moment. And a driver gets forced into the wall. I don't know how another one didn't get put in the wall right there as well. Oh, big stack ups on the inside. And this is what I'm saying. Like, the inside's got speed, but when you have that, when you're not in clean air and you're like behind somebody, it can really stack up like that and you can lose a lot of time. And then that kind of brings the outside back into play. Like, yeah, when the track is single wide and open like that, yeah, the inside's going to be dominant. But when the pack is alive, I really do think there is some merit to the outside still. I really do think that, especially on restarts as well, because the inside can stack up so easily, and that's what I like about this track, is that even though the inside is still that preferred line generally, I really do think there is some other good line options, and especially in certain scenarios, they can play out very well too. And you see Detail right now as this goes 3 wide, putting my theory to the test, as Camby and I think Matt are just duking it out for that inside, and Detail's been working this middle outside, and he's just he's making it work. Slowly but surely, he's making it work, and I think right there showing my theory. He gets through and might even complete both passes, and that was all on the all on the outside. And you see, once he gets by them, he's going to take it to the inside, but to get by them, he worked it on the outside, and that was really nice to see. I'm glad that he did that because it made me look like a smart commentator. but that was nice to see, and that's what I love to see about this track. Again, even though there's a line that's going to generally be the preferred line, we see a lot of people running different lines, and we see a lot of variations in the line as well. It ended up, I was worried when that line got discovered, and one person started running it, multiple people started running it. I was worried, like, oh no, is this going to ruin the track? I don't think it did. I actually think it might have even worked in the track's favor. And the racing, the way it worked out, it was really neat, actually. And again, another example, here you see Slaunch and Luke, they're still close, they're still battling for the lead, and they're running different lines. Luke's entry is way wider than... Oh, a big dodge from Luke. That was... You could tell Slaunch hit that, missed that shift right there, and Luke had a split-second decision, decided to try to go around him. Just wasn't ready for that. If he was on the outside right there, committed to it, funnily enough, that probably would have worked out for him. But you see, yeah, Luke's entry much wider, Slaunch stinking a lot tighter to the inside, and we'll see if they do it. They both run the inside in 3 and 4, but let's see how they go through 1 and 2. And interestingly enough, you see 2 drivers at the front of the pack, both obviously got speed. They're running different lines. Slaunch runs inside around the entire track. Luke runs inside 3 and 4, outside 1 and 2. And different like entry as well. So again, like even with the similar nature of their lines, they're running different stuff, and that's just cool to see. I really love stuff like that. And there must have been a caution here because Luke's starting to drift around the outside. There must have been a caution. I must have missed it. We can rewind a little bit, see if I can catch it. There on the inside there. Oh. Okay, yeah, that was it. Let's go forward a little bit, so hopefully that doesn't conk us. Now let's go back. Okay. All right, everyone, so we're back. Ended up fixing the cheese. So this is what happened here. This is what brought out the caution. It's Coop and Armada. And I started it a little forward here, but I don't want to rewind again because I'm scared. So I think Coop had a really big run on the straightaway. He sends it to the inside of Armada here, as he should. And then he's getting it to the inside of Armada. And they're drifting up. They're both getting loose. They're both getting loose. And then the lag comes in, and Coop is over Armada into the wall. Beautiful flip. And you could just tell. Oh, and he almost recovered it, but right there, going over, dismount, caution.
Lap complete.
There you go. There you have it. That's what caused the caution. Now here's the race to the line. There's already 3 cautions here early on in Moto 2. Slaunch gets the race to the line. Luke, Roman, Detail, can be Elite Soul, Hunter, was it Matt? Armada, Coop. Yeah, it must have been Matt. The colors his colors look so different when, like, they're going fast. Like, when they're lined up, it looks fine. And then when they're going fast, I'm like, shit, is that Roman? Like, it's like I don't know if it's like motion blur or what. It's just like, I don't know. See a lot more of the green than the black. You see some strategy calls being made as we watch the choose. Drivers picking where to line up. And there we go. $34. 17, yeah, 17 laps in. 17 laps in. 45 lap race. And we're going to be going green on this restart. And we're green.
Lap complete.
All right, live response to Twitch, because I don't want to leave him hanging. I can't type right now, because I can't figure it out. Armada, that was not intentional. It was not intentional. All right, so back into the racing here as we're green. And you can see what I mean. Like, the stack-ups on the inside is fast, but it is difficult on the restarts, unless you're in the front row, of course. But when you're in those other rows of the inside, it can really stack up. Didn't mean to sing that one. With the different braking points, and the outside can really come into it on the restarts. 4 wide. Oh, what? What was that? I don't know what that was with Camby. Let's take another look at this one. All right, so I don't think this is a caution, but so Camby's like misses his shift on the inside, I guess is what happened there. And then here comes, it's going to be a 4 wide, Camby, Elite, Hunter, and Matt. And then Elite and Camby make contact, and look at that. I think that Camby hit the wall, and we got some clips, some great clips, I must say, from Camby on Discord. And I think even in theater, this shows that something was not right with his connection tonight. Like, you know, sometimes he gets the lag outs or whatever, but it was more than that. Something wasn't right, because we can clearly see here that Elite, you know, incidentally, like, put him in the inside wall there, but look, he's not there, and like the smoke of the hit is there. Like, that's clearly in theater just not even aligned. But oh, and yeah, something was up with Camby's connection tonight. It was more than the usual cheese. I don't know what it was. Something was going on there. And we had good proof of it there. Meanwhile, Slaunch still holding the lead. Detail now trying to work his way to second. Luke trying to hold onto it. Those guys, top 3 that we've seen a lot this season, and they're working their way to it here early on in Moto 2, Milwaukee Mile. These guys have been very good this season, and Slaunch has been competing for that 3rd position with a few people, but he's been really strong as of late. The last few weeks, he's been starting to pick it back up. He had a really strong start to the season. Then he had kind of a rough patch. He's been starting to pick it back up with Road America. And now he had a solid first race here. He's trying to continue that in the second moto, try to continue his momentum, because he's been holding on to that 3rd place, but hasn't really been strongly doing it. So, and now he's starting to put his foot down there a little bit more. So we'll see if we can continue that, see if we can hold on to this race as well. Still looking for, he's taken a couple moto wins, took a road course win on Road America, took a street course win on Long Beach. Slaunch is now looking for a moto win on an oval to complete the trifecta. Luke and Detail, the only 2 drivers to do that so far this season, but Slaunch has a chance to do so if he can take a moto win on the ovals, and he's got plenty of oval motos left to do so. And I think he can do it. I think he's capable for sure. So we'll see if he can do so. But Detail ends up eventually making that pass on Luke, and Luke's still committing to that alternate line. Detail now trying to make some gains, and obviously we saw from the first moto, he's very quick on this track. He's figured out, just adapted to this track very, very quickly. And he's been absolutely rapid. So He's been on it tonight, and he's trying to continue that in Moto 2, trying to go for a sweep if he can, which could get pretty spicy, and that's what he needs to get himself really back into those points. So it could be a big opportunity for him. I think he needs, not just for the points, but just like the confidence too. I think he could really use a sweep performance like that, trying to make it happen tonight. We'll see if he can pull it off. Slaunch, on the other hand, trying to continue what he had at Road America. Really solid night. Trying to put another one in here, trying to take another Moto win, and trying to continue his gains that he's been making in that third place position, trying to stamp that down and maybe start to make some moves on the points lead. But it's a really good top 3 battle right now. It's actually back and forth. Even though they're single wide, they're running different lines, they're running different paces, and trying different things. And this is, even though they're not like side by side battling right now, this is stuff that I like to watch. Like, this is a good battle, and they're kind of bringing fourth back into it as well. Soul back into it. That's the thing, right? With these oval, not just with the oval races, but the races in general. Something that some people don't like. It doesn't have to be like 2 wide, 3 wide. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't always have to be that to be good racing. Like, you can have a battle like this where they're mostly single in these top 3s, but they're doing different lines. They're trying to figure out ways to get by each other, to get side by side, and that can be really good racing to watch as well. So, and I think we're seeing some good stuff there here on Milwaukee Mile, and Detail having a bit of a run there, but can he continue it? He's just having a look to Slaunch's inside. He forces him wide. This could be the move for the lead, and if they slow each other up, this could bring Luke back into it as well. This could get very interesting. Can Detail complete the pass? Slaunch going all the way out to the wall. He is literally... Detail completes the pass. He's back to the lead over halfway through this Moto. Wow, we did a lot of laps. Holy crap. We've longest green flag run of the Moto so far, easily. But yeah, Detail has just absolutely been on it tonight. All that squatting, all that practice really paying off. And, yeah, he's just been on it. And getting a decent gap now, too. Not just the pass on Slaunch, but already 3 hog lengths or so as well. So, getting a nice gap there. Of course, there could always be another caution, but if there isn't, he's already putting himself in a really good position to maybe sweep Milwaukee Mile, which would be pretty impressive. Meanwhile, Slaunch not out of it. Still in second place. He's got Luke and Soul trying to hunt him down behind, but Slaunch has been doing a very good job, but I don't know. I think Detail's just on a different pace. He's running away from the whole pack, and he's just been... It looks like if there's not another caution to make it interesting, it's looking like it's going to be another run for him for the win, unless these guys can find something here, but he's just had really good speed. Slaunch now kind of has some breathing room, looking pretty nice there in second. Luke still with Soul behind him, and trying to regain that spot. It looked like he's making some gains for a bit, but now losing it a bit. Soul really benefiting from all that battling, and Soul's also been good too. Like, ever since he... Oh, did I just catch the caution? That was so lucky. That was so lucky. I had no idea that was about to happen, I promise. That was insane. All right, well, that's a caution. Let's see what happened here. So here we go. 33 laps into a 45-lap race. Hunter gets loose, like really loose, and is just trying to correct it, and Matt is just on a big run, and he just comes right into it, and that's honestly just unfortunate. Hunter was super loose, out of control. Matt was really in control, and they came together, and it ends up biting Matt in the end. And dismount. There it is. That's caution. That is caution. So on the bright side for Matt, he was in the back spot at that point. So honestly, I don't really think this caution's bad for him. I think it kind of helps him. So might be frustrated at the crash, but it honestly is probably a good thing for him in that position. There it is. Was it for loose count fourth caution, I think, on the night? So he was close on the race to line. Maybe we did. Oh, no, they're line. Okay, yeah. It's fourth caution on the night, I believe. And we're getting to the nitty-gritty. Very close to the end of this race now. It's going to be 34 laps in when we hit the line to this 45-lap race. So it'll be 11 laps to go when we hit the line here. That is what we're looking at. So they do the choose, and we're lined up. 11 laps to go. Not a whole lot of time remaining in the second moto of Milwaukee Mile. Detail really strong tonight, looking to sweep. Slaunch wants to have something to say about that, and he is starting on the outside. Luke and Elite, Soul and Hunter behind them. Green flag. Very good restart, I gotta say. That looked decent. The mid-pack was kind of weird, but overall looked decent. Detail backing up that inside, but then getting that run. Some rock hits. Inside moves. Oh, battle. No, Luke into the rocks. Luke into the rocks. Elite and Slaunch were on the outside. I don't think they were fully aware of the situation right there. I'm not sure, but he does hit the dismount, so that is going to be a caution. And Luke competing for the win in this race. Now going to have like 10 laps to try to make it happen from the back. Yeah, Slaunch, Elite, and Luke going 3 wide into 3 and 4. And I don't know, because it was kind of close. But yeah, I don't know if they were fully... like, Slaunch with how far ahead he was. I don't know if you could tell with the screen lag that it was 3 wide, and Elite was trying to hold his stuff and ended up shuffling into the rocks. So, ends up being a caution there. Going to be a tough break for Luke, but now he can try to make the comeback, and it makes things interesting here because Elite is now back in the front row. Detail and Elite, veteran of our recent years, and Elite returning. Who can take it? Green flag. About 10 to go. Milwaukee Mile, second race. And you can see it that... Whoa, whoa, whoa. What happened there? Is it caution worthy?
Complete.
So you see there's always the hold up on the inside, and oh, I think Soul just tried to find it there. Slaunch got slowed up, and that probably... Oh, that continued. I forgot about that. Roman does... Oh, that looked kind of sick. I want to get another angle of that too. But that contact right there with Soul and Roman, they'll make the call on that. That could potentially be a caution. We'll see how they call it. That's one of those where it's like kind of a gray area one. We'll see how they call it live in the race. But there's the contact. Gets into Roman, and Roman with this 2-wheel, and then brings it back down. That is incredible. I don't know how the hell he did that. Oh, and then Camby into the... I don't know how that happened. But yeah, race to the line. I'm going to watch this because I think it might be the race to the line. Oh, it is the race to the line. They do call the caution. That was the race to the line right there. I could tell now that I saw it. And look what happened on this race to the line as well. So many replays in this caution. So Details clearly got the lead. Slaunch takes his second back. Elite. And then Hunter trying to protect on Matt or something. I'm not sure what happened. Don't conk me. I think Hunter runs super wide, and then he tries to get back down, but Matt was there, and that's honestly really unfortunate. Matt kind of got conked right there on that one. And that's going to slow him down a ton to the line. Oh, my Lord. So I think we gave it to Coop, which I think is the right call, but look how close that was. That was a close one to call. Coop and Luke at the line. Matt trying to hold his spots there. They gets Armada in the wall again. Unbelievable. But there they go back. They're going to be doing the choose action. Drivers lining up, and it's a very important choose here as well, because we're getting to the end of it. There's not a whole lot of time left. I believe 7 laps to go when we hit the finish line this time by. So really not a... Oh, we're taking a look at a replay here. I had a replay on the stream, so I was taking a look at that. Matt was not sure in his position, so I was trying to confirm that. So you have a little bit of a slow up here. Trying to make sure that that is... well, not just for him, but just in general, that all the positions are correct. Streaming the races do come with some benefits in that type of situation. And the choose has been decided, and are they really all taking inside back here? I don't agree with that. I think the outside's good on restarts. I don't agree with all 3 of them taking that inside. I don't really agree with that. We'll see how it works out. Bold strategy there, Cotton. But yeah, here we go to the end. 7 laps to go. Not a whole lot of time remaining. Clutch time here in Moto 2. Milwaukee Mile, historic racetrack, Detail, and Elite. Green flag. Detail getting those nice starts on the inside. Gets another one. He's going to try to get way ahead. Moves being made. Loose in the middle. Outside. Big move for Luke. Momentum on the outside. Coop getting loose in the middle, I think is what happened there. Slaunch trying to hold that inside. Hunter and Soul going wide. Oh, that's going to open up the door. It's going to be 3 wide for 3rd place. It's now Luke to the inside. Hunter to the middle. Soul to the outside. 3 wide still for 3rd place. It's going to be between Detail and Slaunch. I don't think these... 3rd place battlers can get there. There's not a whole lot of time unless there's another caution. I don't think they can do it. Hunter sliding out. Soul sliding out. I think Luke's going to have the position, makes it back up to 3rd place already with 5 laps to go. But Detail and Slaunch have a nice gap. And it's probably going to be between them for the win. Oh, Camby with some lag cheese in the back there. He's just... something's just wrong with him tonight. I don't know what it is, but something's just not been right with Camby tonight. His connection is just not there. Hunter and Soul still battling it out for 4th place, sliding so hard, and with those slides, that may open up the door. I think for Coop, I think that's Coop right there, trying to chase them down. Unbelievable. Coop in a very good position here in the Milwaukee Mile. Gonna get a good oval result. They're duking it out in the back of the field. And Slaunch is making up some time. He's right there behind Detail. He still has a chance. Trying to catch as much of this as I can. So much action going down on the track in these last laps. We go to the line. It's going to be 2 to go this time by. And Camby is lagged out. Oh, no. Look at this. I'm going to slow it down. 2 to go. Camby has lagged out again. Unfrickin' believable. How many times has he lagged out with this few laps remaining? But his hog disappears. His hog disappears, and it's a close, difficult judgment call to make. But with the hog disappearing, we decide to go green, seeing as the caution would end the race anyways. So we go green to the end. That is the call. We're going to be coming to the white flag. Many battles on track. I think Slaunch sent it there, and now he doesn't have that gap on Detail. Detail, I think he's going to do it. Looking for a sweep on the season, and it's looking like he'll probably do it here. Here we go. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. The man from Texas with the best gas and the fat ass going to take the 2nd moto and the sweep. Slaunch 2nd, Luke 3rd, 4th Hunter, 5th Elite. I think Elite got it. Soul fell back. We might have to take a look. Something must have happened to Soul. Let's take another look at the finishing order. Something must have happened to Soul. So again, it's Detail, Slaunch, Luke, Hunter. And yes, Elite takes another top 5 out of Elite. That's incredible. That's incredible. 3rd and 5th. First 2 motos back. Gotta clap for him. Gotta clap for him. That is impressive. Hit him with the golf clap. And then Coop in 6th, which is honestly a solid finish for him as well. I'm sure he's very happy with that. Roman 7th, kind of a struggle for him here on Milwaukee Mile. Soul as well. Those guys that are competing for that 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th place position, you know, those guys not having the best night on the Milwaukee Mile. Something must have happened to Soul in those last few laps. And Matt beats Armada to the line. I'm not going to go... Oh, is it right here? No, he's already... Because he's getting... Something... I'm going to fast forward, and we're going to try to find it while I go through the results. That's what we'll do, because I'm very curious what happened to Soul. So, as I'm looking for this replay, overall results on the night, it's going to be Detail taking, obviously, the overall win, his 3rd on the season, 34 points on the night. Very strong performance. I just don't think anyone had the pace for him. This was easily his strongest track on the season so far. He just figured it out early, and I don't think anybody else got close. I mean, maybe a little close at some points, but for the most part, he just had it, ran away with it. Luke holds on to 2nd with a really good challenge from Slaunch and Elite, actually, with 29 points. Luke takes 2nd. Slaunch 3rd with 28. Very close there. Elite 4th overall with 26. That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Hunter 5th with 22. Soul 6th with 20. Tied with Roman 7th, 20 as well. And then Coop 19, 8th. Camby 9th, 18. Matt 10th and Armada 11th with 14 apiece as well. So there you go. That was the overall results. Was Soul already far? Was somebody else battle? I thought Soul was. Did I already miss it? Like, no, he was just back here. I thought something like crazy happened to Soul. I don't know. Let me fast forward here.
Lap complete.
No, I guess he was just okay. I thought he got like cheese super hard or something. Okay, to be fair though, on this replay, we do get to take a look at this battling in the back. I'm glad that we're looking at this. I don't know what happened with Camby there, but this battling in the back was honestly really intense. And just throughout the night, like, this was actually a good battle track. Okay, yeah, he was just... Okay, yeah, I don't know. I thought he was, like, higher up for some reason or something. I don't know. But, yeah, I get to see that great battling in the back. You could see there's these 2 3-way battles that just lasted all the way. Throughout the night, it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. Great Great racing. This is a track that, again, like I didn't know how this track was going to work. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I'm happy with how it turned out. It was different, but it was cool. You can say that about all the ovals so far. Just all had their own touch, their own flair, and I'm not talking Rick. Woo! And yeah, it's been fun so far. I've been enjoying all the tracks, but yeah, just the variety, even in the same track types. Like it's been really fun this season. I genuinely think this is one of the stronger schedules in terms of variety, not just in terms of how the tracks run, but like skill gap and such. You know what I mean? Just like total variety of the tracks. It's been very good. It's been very good. So there you have it. Very, very good night overall. I really enjoyed commentating the races, enjoyed racing them as well. Very fun. Hope everybody else had a good time as well. And it seemed like the vibes were pretty good tonight as well. So that was nice to see. It seemed like people enjoyed it, which I'm glad they did. One of my, I only have a couple more tracks on the schedule. I think Watkins Glen, and then as far as my tracks go. So I always like to see Watkins Glen and Portland. Yeah, always like to see. Hope people have a good time on when my tracks come up. And yeah, it seemed like this one was pretty decent. So yeah, that was the. Already went through the overall results again one more time. Congrats to Detail, Luke, and Slaunch on the top 3 overall for them. And we're trying to bring it back. I'll try to be more consistent with it. We'll skip forward. I do get the podium action in here. So we'll get that over. But yeah, congrats to them in those podium positions. Again, I got to give it to him. Another shout out to Elite. Coming back, first race in however long. I don't even want to know how long. 3-ish years. I don't even want to know. First race in forever. On the Hogs. I don't even think he's raced or even maybe even freaking driven the Hogs on this game, maybe in campaign. First race back, different game on the Hogs than what he's used to, and takes a freaking podium and a top 5 and a 4th overall and a really good points haul. Obviously, he's not going to be competing in the points in the season really, but that's just impressive. That's genuinely really impressive. So, got to give it to him. It was a very, very good performance out of Elite here. Come on, boys, get over here. I think they're almost here. But yeah, so next week is going to be, and I'll do a recap too. We'll get around to it. But yeah, next week is going to be Lafayette. So next week is Roman's first track of 2 on the schedule. And again, talking about that variety, not just in the tracks, but the forgers. Roman coming in for 2 tracks in the season, one of them being Lafayette, the only fantasy track in the schedule, and it's pretty cool. It's a Roval, and I like it. It'll be a fun race. I promise. It'll be a fun. Can I get a good zoom podium shot? Maybe one from the side. But yeah, it'll be a fun race. I really think that Lafayette will run well. So again, that'll be next week, and then to close out October. Will be Watkins Glen. Watkins Glen will be to close out October. So that's what you can expect for the rest of this month. So hope you guys enjoyed it. IndyHog's been, whoa, Slaunch, Jesus. Trying to become a new dad again? Like, God. But yeah, it's been a good season so far. And yeah, hopefully we can keep that up. And see you guys at Lafayette for Roman's first track of the season in about a week.